Kildare border is just down there, so I mean I see myself as the last bastion of civilization before you hit County Kildare. It's we border it. There's literally one of my fields borders one of the Kildare fields, and you know obviously the Laois field is much superior than the Kildare field, even though it's just across the county line. The family's been here since 1639, so I think I'm the 13th generation here to be farming and looking after the place. Now obviously it's been, you know, plenty of changes. Back in those days we would have had, there would have probably been 50 to 100 people working at the very start. When I took over there were 3 people here, we're down to 1 full-time and myself now. So it does change through the ages as well. There's only 2 of us, myself and my sister, so we discussed between us which one of us would come back and take it over. I mean, it's been in the family so long that I think really we felt one of us needed to come back and look after the place. So in the end we decided that I'd be the one to do it. I was in computing, I was working up in Dublin, and I did my agricultural qualifications and came back down here and took over about 10 years ago. They're sheltering from the wind. It's very blowy today, yeah, I mean it's okay, so southwest is just down there. The wind is going to be howling in a little bit. We've got it ploughed, even given the weather over the last few months and weeks. It's about the driest field in the place. It's up a hill slightly, so it's nice and dry. So it gets a little bit stonier as you get up towards the top. It's very good. I mean, the first half of the field up to about where we are is really, really good. And then as you get further up, it gets a little bit stonier and rockier. But it's actually, I mean, it's a good free draining field. It's always yielded well, so hopefully it'll do well again this year.
You seem like a very intelligent farmer.
Yeah.
But you have a logical brain, don't you? So
I do, yeah,
how
I do.
does that cope with working with nature?
I'm not very good at working with nature in terms of I get frustrated when it doesn't rain at the right time, or it rains at the wrong time, or something breaks down when it's not meant to do it, things like that. That does frustrate me, it does annoy me. You have to cope with the variabilities every year. Conditions are going to be different, the end product is going to be different. Like barley, proteins vary year on year, moistures vary year on year, and you just have to come up with the best plan you can to cope with whatever conditions you get that year.
Oh, don't break.
There's a definite expectation and sort of the weight of your ancestors sort of looking on and saying, right, well, you know, make sure that you don't make a complete mess of it, make sure you hang on to it and try and hand it on to someone else. That's blown off actually quite recently. That actually is blown off today. I wonder where it is.